Frankly, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. Getting in an accident, absolutely no fun. Heaven forbid you're injured in that accident. Having to reach out to an attorney, there are some people that are ready to do it, and others are just like, oh, I don't even want to deal with it. Listen, you need to make sure you have somebody in your corner. Our next guest would like to be that person for you. David Boehrer. He is with David Boehrer Law Firm, and he has seen a thing or two when it comes to crashes and booms. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well, thank you. I'm doing very well, thank you.
It's great to have you. I mean, if you're in an accident and it's not your fault, like I know how I've been in accidents before where I end up feeling very, I don't want to get litigious. I'm like, I'll try to deal with it on my own. I don't feel that much pain, yada yada. You shouldn't be doing that. If you're hurt in an accident, it's not your fault. You should be reaching out to a lawyer, shouldn't you?
Yeah, especially here in Las Vegas, you should always reach out to a lawyer. I tell people all the time, you're going to get hit, something's going to go wrong. You might not feel pain at the scene. You're going to feel pain the next day. And worst case scenario, you get better and it all goes away. But you should always, I would reach out to a lawyer right away.
Yeah, if you're hurt in the accident and or if let's say you're not at fault for that accident and the other party doesn't want to call the police, isn't that a massive red flag?
It's funny. It happens more than you think. They get out of the car. Hey, I'll just pay for it myself. Don't call the police. I don't want to cause any problems. The next day you show up to my office. I get the insurance and it's voided or it's false or it's not
Yeah.
there. They say it wasn't their fault. All of a sudden it was your fault. So I always say call the police, especially if you're hurt and there's a property damage, call the police.
Yeah. No, I've done this once before. I was at a red light and my foot ever so slightly came off the brake and I just boom, little tiny bump where the front screw for my license plate caused a little bit of an indentation in their bumper. And I'm like, listen, I'm going to give you my insurance information. Get a quote before you call it in. Let me know how much it is. I'll see if I can pay it before it even goes to insurance if it's possible. That said, typically when that happens, is it a red flag?
No, I mean, in that situation, I would not waste the police officer's time because it is such a minor event. And as long as you can produce a valid insurance card, what you don't want to see is an insurance card that lapsed a month or two ago,
Yeah.
or they don't have their insurance card. That's what you're worried about. You're worried about them not having coverage to help pay for it, even if that person intends on paying for it themselves, which happens a lot. I still think you want to make sure you have that coverage just in case.
Yeah, of course. Heaven forbid that person ghosts you the next time you call them. How about when we should call a personal injury attorney? When we get in an accident, how I mean, should it is it a day later, a week later, a month later? When should we be calling you?
I'd call before I called the insurance company. I'd call
Ah,
before I called my own insurance company. I would call. That's probably the third person I'd call. I'd call my wife or my spouse. I'd probably call the doctor, and then I'd call an attorney to help guide you through the process because it is a long process, and there's a lot of things you have to step through.
yeah, absolutely. What's the first piece of advice you give when you talk to somebody that's a victim of an accident? Obviously, they've just gone through something that's pretty traumatic, kind of shaken up a bit. What do you tell them?
I tell them that it's going to be a stressful event, and there's going to be a lot going on, and you need a lawyer on your side to help you out. But I also tell them, more importantly, listen to your body. Your body's going to know if you're hurt or not. Your body's going to know if it feels right or not. So if your arm hurts, your leg hurts, go to the doctor, tell the doctor that it hurts. But no one knows your body like you do, so you need to go and make sure your body's taken care of.
Is it true too that like sometimes I broke my foot when I was 12 playing basketball and I tripped on a rotten KFC corn on the common street. End of the story. But I didn't feel a ton of pain initially when I fell on the ground, but 2 hours later I was writhing in pain because I think the adrenaline kind of came down. The adrenaline can kind of play tricks on you and maybe not might not realize you're so injured until a day or two later.
Yeah, I get that a lot. Clients come in the day or two later and say, "Hey, when I was at the scene, I felt fine. And the next morning, I woke up in all sorts of pain." And I'll always tell them, "Hey, it's going to be worse tomorrow because of that adrenaline." You're completely right. I've broken bones before, and I get up, start playing again, finish the football game, thinking I'm a tough guy, and then that night you just can't move. I laugh. I have older boys, and we wrestle. They're pretty much bigger than I am now, and I'll wrestle for a good 20 minutes with them. I'll feel fine the next morning. I'll get out of bed. My wife will laugh at me because I can't move because I'm in so much pain because you don't know it's there until later.
That age benefit, man, they that age. Honestly, it's unfair. My goodness. All right, before we go, when you call the police, obviously, you want to be able to have some sort of written disclosure from a third party, like here's what this person said, here's what that person said. When should you call the police, regardless of who's at fault or not?
The police for a while there weren't responding to non-injury, low-impact collisions. I think they're responding to all of them now.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I would call the police on almost all of them, and especially if you're nervous, if the person behind you shows maybe some dangerous propensities. Maybe they look like they might hurt you if they get out of the car. If there's damage, if you're hurt, call the police. That's what they're there for. It might take a while to show up, but they're going to document everything. So I mean, I would say I would always call the police.
Awesome. David Boehrer, it's great to have you, my friend. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
All right. If you want to learn more about David Boehrer Law Firm, we're not going to make you spell Boehrer. It can be a little complicated. Just go to dblf.com. All the information you need is right there. It's on 375 North Stephanie Street there in Henderson. Numbers on your screen as well.